Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello
Welcome
for
to the
the
Handful of
vodka.
Nerds. Tonight we're playing Imperium Maledictum, our 4th session, with our game master, Jake Crow of Crow's Perch.
Hi.
Jake Crow.
Hello.
Let's all introduce ourselves, starting with Jacob Crow of Crow's Perch.
Hi. My name is Jacob the Crowman Crow, as some have called me. I have been running these goobers through Imperium Maledictum now for quite a bit. And I'm very excited to hurt you and make you cry.
That's got
To add
nothing
on
to
to
do
that-
with the in-game stuff, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's just how he gets along in his state.
Oh,
of
yeah,
mind.
and I also run
Outside
the
your
game.
house,
Yeah.
he's got a big chain.
Going,
It's gonna
all
hurt.
true.
going
Hey,
clockwise. Will.
Hey, whoa! I got a question
Oh.
for Crow. Crow, what's all your social medias and where can people find you on the internet?
Well, I'm glad you asked. You can
Oh,
find
yeah.
me on the Crow's Perch YouTube channel, as well as Crow's Perch or Jacob Crow on most other platforms like the TikTokies, the YouTubes, and the I already said YouTube. The Twitch channels and the Blue Skis and the Instagrams. Where I posted recently my Gen Con pictures. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see all the lovely, lovely people I was hanging out with at Gen Con.
Ooh.
All the
I
selfies
also,
you didn't take with me.
I'm so sorry.
Ooh,
I
that's
realized when I
hurtful.
was looking through there that I did not get one with you, and that it makes me suffer from a profuse sense of sadness that I could never be able to recover from. However, I do have a picture of a cryptid known as Deficient Master, who normally only appears as a pair of hands. So
There is a
to
solution.
make up for is there?
Yes, Latula can take a bunch of pictures of herself posing, cut them out delicately with scissors, send them to you, and then with a little double-sided tape, you can insert them onto all of your
It's
photographs.
true. It's what we used to do back in the
Oh.
90s.
Yeah.
Where did you
Yeah.
post these pictures, Crow?
On the Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
Yeah,
Blah.
yeah.
Oh, you're not on Blue Sky anymore. 4 months
I'm
since
still-
your last post.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
man.
It's boring. Okay, it's
It's not boring. It's you just follow better people.
It's kind of boring.
It's fine. But,
Look, all right, this piece is what all true warriors strive for. Okay?
All right,
do
going
not drown
clockwise.
ourselves off.
Will, who are you?
I am William SRD, and you can find me on Blue Sky, even if people say it's boring, at williamsrd.blueskysocial. And I also have a crummy YouTube channel or something.
It is
Oh,
under
wait, I
your
have
name.
one too.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
What, I did-
Latula, our beautiful artist.
Hey, everybody, my name's Latula. You
Is
can.
that your Markiplier opening? What the fuck
Hey,
is
everybody,
that?
my name's
Yeah, that
Latula.
was the joke. Thanks for explaining the joke, Jacob.
You're welcome.
But yeah,
I'm pretty good at that.
I
Oh,
can
go
be
ahead.
found at Latula Sings or Latula Arts on pretty much any platform, whether it's Blue Sky, Kara, my ancient unused DeviantArt, YouTube.
What the hell is Kara? Sorry to interrupt.
Kara is like Instagram, but it is specifically for artists in terms of their AI policies. There is absolutely no AI usage allowed on the app. It was developed, or not developed, but it was put in motion by someone whose likeness was stolen by an artist, actually. And there was a whole thing with it. I highly recommend looking into it. It's a very interesting case. But in order to prevent
Did you go quiet?
Oh,
I thought
She's
it was
gone.
me.
They got her.
yeah. I thought you got swallowed by the
Sam
void,
Altman
like-
got her.
Dang.
Yeah,
Oh, there's.
it's the push to talk length. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah, highly recommend looking into it. It's just CARA. It's not a super heavily used platform, unfortunately, but it deserves more love. You can also find me, like I said, YouTube, TikTok, all the normal stuff. You will not find me on Twitter. I hate Twitter.
Likewise, honestly.
Most people do, even the people there.
I recall scrolling through TikTok one day just out of fucking nowhere and getting jump scared because it decided to put one of like your TikToks on my For You page. And I went, "Oh fuck, what are you doing here?"
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Dick.
All right. And that brings it to me. Hello, everybody. I am Auntie Haunty, the resident cringe VTuber of Handful of Nerds. You can find me at youtube.com/Auntie Haunty, Auntie Haunty Games, and at Twitch/Auntie Haunty as well, where I play games alone, without my
Don't
friends.
you be playing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Auntie, we should play Chronicles of Mystara on your stream sometime. We can get through it all in like one night.
Sure.
Phenomenal drinking game.
You never
I like
invite
that.
me to come
That
on
game's
your
fucking
streams
goated.
anymore.
It's so good.
It's just a one time, and then you're like, get bent, Austin. Never come back.
No.
Good call on your part, honestly.
We should play some
Honestly,
Pal
yeah.
World, maybe.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't.
did you hear the TCG came out for Pal World, by the
Oh
way?
my, there's a
Ooh.
what? Okay.
And then it was immediately grabbed up by scalpers, even during
Oh.
gym time. It was terrible.
The craziest Pal World thing is that they put me in the game. I am in the game. They put
It's true.
yeah, Selena, the new pal. She looks just like me, but if I wore a maid's dress and had bangs. It's amazing.
Literally your twin.
Yeah.
Literally your twin.
It's
Yep.
fucking crazy that Power World is such a Pokemon ripoff that it's getting scalped as much as Pokemon is. That's just like kind of fucking nuts.
That is true.
Austin, tell us about yourself, baby.
Hello, I'm Austin, co-host. I don't have any of your fancy social medias, but I am on another podcast. It's YouTube channel. It's yeah, because somebody get mad at me whenever I call it a podcast.
You're so old. You said
yeah.
fancy. None of any of your fancy social media. You're so old.
Yes, it has been decided that I am the oldest person here. I happen to be born at the age of 65, and I've only gone up.
Yeah, you can actually follow Austin at the post office. He'll send his tweets out by physical mail to you.
Mhm.
Actually, he's not wrong though, but that's neither here nor there. But you can find me on It's Called Alliance, a podcast where we read, where we're reading through the original Dragonlance trilogy.
You can also find them on Blue Sky at cohost.bluesky.social.
Oh yes, I do have one of those. I haven't posted on it
do.
in years. Is that
I can't
still
believe
up?
you all left Blue Sky. It's a good website. You know, I
I'm
posted
still on it, Will.
I
I'm
posted
on
a,
it.
I posted a selfie the other day, hungover in a gas station bathroom, and somehow it went mini viral on Gay Blue Sky, and I had just a ton of people randomly thirsting over me.
And I mean, isn't
Congrats,
that what
man.
we all really want?
So
That was amazing.
Didn't catch on to our alt accounts then, right?
Right.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, obviously not.
And Zosh, our man John Warhammer himself.
Hello, I'm Zoshbox. You can find me on YouTube at Zoshbox. You can also find me. Oh god, I bumped the shit out of my mic. You can also find me at Blue Sky at Zoshbox40K. I don't really post there much, but I'm there. Alternatively, if Tumblr is more your style, as is stealing shoelaces from the president, you can find me at Zoshblog on Tumblr.com.
Don't steal shoelaces from the president, or do. I'm not your boss.
You could if you want to.
Tula knows what I mean by that. She was the devil's sacrament.
Fair. All right. That is everybody. So,
Yes.
I think now is a good time for us to begin.
I do, in
have,
fact, like your shoelaces, Zosh.
I have all our
Thank
windows
you. I
pulled
stole
up.
from the president.
So, M,
Yes.
I noticed you had typed a rather large recap here.
I had typed a rather large
Large.
recap that was only half because I am loquacious,
Only
as
half
you
of
know.
the episode.
Rather spacious.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, I failed my one job of doing it because reasons.
It's not my job. I just bring the star power.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you know, William, we're gonna call your help over, get you some iced lemonade. You can just sit there, sit tight.
Yeah.
We'll have all the plebs read off read off our recap here.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
don't mind me, I'm just the unpaid art slave.
How'd she get out of the basement again?
Oh, we let her out every once in a while.
She said she needed to buy new crayons, and now she won't go back in the basement.
She's an art indentured servant. It's different.
That's what I keep trying to tell people, and no one ever listens. Like, oh, you don't even feed her. It's like, bro, she doesn't need food.
Oh,
she draws
dude,
for a
fucking
living.
wokeism has gone too far these days. Am I right?
Yeah, now workers want food.
Right?
they want
I don't need
love.
food, I just need exposure. It's fine.
Okay, so anyways, what happened last time was the group was still divided. Latula, Yuli, along with Decenta, went towards the Temple of the Guilty Spark. There was a touching heart-to-heart moment between Lenta and Decenta, and then Decenta left the magical train.
Whoa! You are
Yeah.
abbreviating this grotesquely.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at how
Yeah, you wrote like 4
novella,
paragraphs here,
and-
man.
I mean,
and instead of reading that novella, you just immediately just blitz through it, ramming
Yeah.
yourself
Yeah.
past it. You
Yeah.
know, Austin, I'll let you keep going.
ugh,
Thank you.
ugh.
Just because I'd like to see
I'm
Austin
sorry.
get hurt by this.
See if I ever send you a 20-page backstory again, Crow. See if I do.
I'm still reading through it.
But
I really did.
bits and jokes aside, Haunty, was there anything?
That one wasn't a joke. No.
Yeah.
Was there anything you wanted to add into that first? paragraph?
Yes. I think
All
the most important factoids are that Lenta and Decenta discussed Lenta's gradually returning memories. These are facts for the audience. And then Decenta parted ways with the group to go and do her own thing for Harkins. So we shan't be seeing her with the party very often, except when we call upon her as a contact. And then the train arrived at the Temple of the Guilty Spark, at which point we switched to all of y'all at the Cathedral of Contempt and Conformity.
Where we were contemptuous and we conformed.
If we were
You did do
contemptuous
some
and we
conforming.
conformed.
Oh,
I noticed.
hang on. Hang on.
Oh.
Oh, Will's house is on fire.
Ah, I see. I got my special package I sent him.
we don't make promises towards that or anything.
Okay, whatever, liberal.
Like, okay. We'll talk about that after the show.
Would you like
Oh,
me
is
to
that what you're
read
gonna
this
say?
very quickly?
Release the fat
I'm
noodle.
a quick reader.
Absolutely.
ahead.
If you want to
However-
just kind of like nuke past it.
All
There
right.
is a mistake made in here too. I need to.
Oh
clarify.
no! Stop me when we get to it.
Yep.
At
Keep going.
the Cathedral of Contempt and Conformity, Barbosa noticed that a woman in red robes who had whipped him was covertly distributing
No,
blood red.
that's where it is.
She
So,
flogged him?
That was not the same lady.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, okay.
That was after he had participated in the bloodletting that he saw that lady.
Okay.
So you misconstrued the
Barb-
two of them. That would have been so sick and hot if that was the same person.
Right? Barbosa
Also,
noticed
she's-
a different woman in red robes. It is the red robes are correct, yes?
Red hair.
Red hair. A
Yeah.
red-haired
No, I
woman, not
distinctly
in robes.
remember you describing her as red-haired, red robes.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, yeah, okay. She's got red robes to do it.
That is the
One of
one.
those-
That's one of the things
Yeah.
I wrote down.
Yes.
Okay,
But
yeah,
she
has
was
red-
distributing.
yeah.
The red scarlet woman was distributing red scarlet envelopes to others at the cathedral, calling to mind the blood red heretical documents the acolytes had first recovered upon arrival in Scarthius. Barbosa and Gindelwyn shadowed the woman in the crowds, but Gindelwyn's mutant physique and unnatural beauty caused him no shortage of attention, while the ogring clump kept a watchful eye on them from above, because he's very tall. Their pursuit of the red-robed woman with the whip eventually took them away, without the whip, took them away from the cathedral, following her to a nearby cemetery where she was meeting with a mysterious figure by a tree. Acting nonchalant, Gindelwyn and the ogring clump approached the pair closely, hoping to record the covert meeting with their picked recorder, while pretending to record a message for Gindelwyn's sister, who may or may not exist. The hooded figure their quarry met with,
Okay.
now revealed to be a woman, disgusted with the presence of the mutant and abhuman, grabbed Gindelwyn by the throat, giving our mutant the perfect chance to take a fill-in-the-blank from her pockets. In the scuffle,
yes, there was something there also. If you
something
recall,
shocking. Yes.
If you
In
recall.
this, I don't think we were told what it was, were we?
We were not.
We were
someone
not.
knows what it is.
Gindelwyn
But
does.
I will
yes.
give 50 XP to anyone who remembers the woman's name.
It's in here.
You mean Scarlet?
Serenity.
No, not Serenity.
Oh, the other woman?
who you got the device from.
Oh, I didn't
that
even
William
hear her
got-
name.
William got the device from. I said it very, very, very fleetingly during the conversation we had.
no.
If you recall it, you will get something. If you don't, it's fine.
I
Fine,
have
we'll
no
hear it again.
clue. No clue.
Does it start with a C?
It was here where the party
or an
parted
H.
ways, with Barbosa unwisely following the aggressive woman. In the scuffle he found the thing and saw an augmetic serpent beneath a hood. It was crazy. Barbosa unwisely followed the aggressive woman with the augmetic serpent beneath her hood toward the direction of Hab 9, though only for a moment after finding that the woman descended down a dangerous hole in the streets thanks to some anti-gravity augmetics. This left Gindelwyn and Clump to tail the woman in red, who they now knew was named Serenity, on her way to the Hab 8 sump line. Then we go back to the Temple of the Guilty Spark, where, upon arrival, Yuli introduced herself and Lenta to the Electro Priests, gaining them both entry. Lenta kept her distance to avoid interfering with the warp corruption of the device, and Yuli eventually departed to elsewhere in the temple with the other Electro Priests, leaving Lenta alone with a tech priest named Vitruvius Omega 7. After discussing the lack of merit of her augmetic leg, the two began discussing their shared status as guests of the temple, and Lenta learned that Vitruvius had hired a local man named Hamel Dunkelbahn to seek something out for him, a name which triggered a panic attack in Lenta. And that's as much as I wrote down. There was more game after that.
Indeed.
All right. Yeah, I think I got it right. Besides my terrible spelling of things, I wrote the name down. Was that the right name?
That wasn't the person who.
okay.
Yeah, but you did get a name correct. There was a woman named Fiona Dodkin, who who Serenity had mentioned was the smuggler, who had been was supposed to be making a deal with these guys to give them an artifact, presumably one that was similar to the one you guys had acquired. So
Yeah, I unfortunately I did not write down her name, and I failed at that. I apologize.
it's okay. I'll beat you over the head later.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So, we shall return unless there's any other bits and pieces of information people remember.
Yes.
No.
The rest of the team, we headed towards the Hab block 8, right? Or was it 9? Yeah, tram going back to block
Hab
9.
8.
Yep.
Hab
So
yeah.
the sump line, Hab 8, also
Yeah.
known as the sump line.
Yes, we went
That's
to
why I
the
give it
sump
the
line.
extra little name there, so that way you can just call it the sump line.
The
Makes
sump
it
line.
easier to keep track of, so that way you don't have to call everything by its Emperor Imperium designated name.
Gindelwyn, Clump, and I followed Serenity there. Followed her upstairs. We heard some screams. We shot a bunch of people. There was so many corpses. I got a dog.
Oh, yes, you got a dog.
I got a dog.
I think we got
yeah.
the dog. I
No,
thought I
got
thought
the
we
dog.
tried to get the dog.
You tried to get the dog. Austin got the dog though instead.
Yes.
After
Thank you,
much
Austin.
after much attempting.
Yes, I got the dog. I even spent my experience points to get the feat tool that lets me have the dog.
Indeed.
Now, I'm a terrible dog owner, but I will look at my dog's name tag again because I'm bad. And Crow didn't deliver the list of names that I so kindly requested.
Oh, tragic thing. I don't remember the dog's name.
Oh, no.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so it's clearly going to be a Spot because
Spot or like I feel like in the Empire they probably name a lot of these dogs same things we call them today, like Titus or some bullshit like that.
There's a list of like names that like medieval people named their pets. We could pull
Oh,
from that
yeah.
Oh
list.
yeah, if we could just like,
Like Roman
get that
names.
Let me
straight
find
away.
that.
Aurelius.
I mean, I was thinking about just naming it Cerberus, calling it Spot, but in Greek.
I mean, that's what I was going to
Hierbus,
suggest, honestly.
Ooh, okay, hang on. Let me give you some of the names. Some of the medieval names: Garlic with a K, Filthy, Mustard with an E at the end,
That's good. That's good.
I'm so
I
far
love
liking Gar.
mustard.
Best of All with an E at the end of best, Sinful, Jolly Boy.
Jolly Boy, yeah.
Oh, these
Jolly
are
Boy's pretty good.
terrible.
No, they're
I
amazing.
love all of these.
You're-
I'm taking these for cat names.
Garlic with a K is a great cat name.
Biter of his foes is what the audience is put their vote towards.
Blameless
Biter
with
of his
only
foes
one
is what I
S.
call Moku when he wakes up and chooses violence. Right, Stink?
I believe that was a confirmation. All right. So we are going to, because party split up right now between our group in the sump line and the one in the Temple of the Guilty Spark. We didn't get too much into the Temple of the Guilty Spark, and that is where we are going to return to. Now, the Tula.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to do some big sneezes. Yuli, you had been taken in by the Temple of the Guilty Spark as another member of the Corpuscari, the similar order of Electra priests as you follow. Though the practices of this temple are quite different than what you're used to. There is a great emphasis on the forces of motive attraction, what we would just call magnetism, here in this temple. And you've spoken to some of the members of the Electra priests here in an attempt to reach out to a Texorcist, and they had taken you to a Texorcist known as Vitruvius Omega 7, the one we had mentioned previously in our recap here. So they've been pretty cordial with you. They've offered you food. They have been kind of giving you a little bit of a tour of the temple. You notice there's several different servitors and other autonomous machines. The Adeptus Mechanicus here, and they kind of hum with this like vibratory chanting of the fanatical order of the Lubinin. You notice that there's several of these cherubim that are kind of floating by as well, playing various organs and harps that are kind of strewn out from these like electro kind of like cords from their stomachs, or built out of their arms and legs, that kind of like hover like floating little babies above you as you walk by these massive halls. Lenta, you were told, had a bit of a health scare, it seemed, and she had been taken into to one of the medical wards here, one of the Medicaid facilities in the temple, and you were requested and taken in through this area of the temple to check in on her. So you've been following alongside a group of Electro priests for a bit here, until eventually you see where the Medicaid station is, and Lenta is kind of sitting down. Lenta, are you still kind of shaken up after the revelation from before? How are you feeling? It's been a couple hours since then.
It has been a couple of hours. I think that she is still shaken emotionally, but she's no longer having the sort of like misfiring synapses of her nervous system and everything. You know, her network of nerves is no longer on fire. But she is still clearly trying to come to grips with something that she thought was very different. So she still periodically starts hyperventilating. things of that nature.
There's various bioscanners kind of like still checking your readings, and there's a Medicaid servitor that's currently passing by that is kind of injecting you with a bit of like mood stabilizers, kind of plugging it into your arm, and then it's kind of going by with health readings towards the other
Ooh,
Electro priests.
I would
You walk in on that little scene here. Oh, you go ahead.
I said I would imagine that those stabilizers, because of one of my perks, Lenta's very resistant to chemicals of chems and things. So I would imagine that.
It's probably like your second or third dose.
Yeah,
then,
and she's not terribly fond of it either.
Yeah.
She's had too many experiences with things being injected into her body in her life. She's like, ugh. In some ways, it seems to make her a bit more like they give her the shot, and then her like blood pressure immediately spikes.
And then they give you a shot for the blood pressure, and then they're just kind of rotating a cocktail of meds that they're dangerously close to just putting you under. You know?
Exactly.
So Yuli, you approach along with those electro priests, and your friend is before you. You also see that the Texorcist you were supposed to meet is in the same room. His symbol of office, his tech priest stave, is kind of firmly planted into the ground, and he has several different mechadendrites that are kind of like he seems to be still adjusting as he's kind of watching this play out.
She nods to him, "Hail, brother," and proceeds to go over to Lenta. Lenta, are you all right? I heard something happened. Is there anything I can do? I'm not sure exactly how I can help here, but
Lenta's arm just rockets out and grabs Yuli by whatever like the closest grabbable thing is. And she's like, "Can you get me out of here? I'm not. It's machines and the needles. I have to go. I have to
immediately flies over towards you, and then starts another scan.
Yeah, I have to.
She seems to be under duress again.
I have to get to Hab 9. I have to go to Hab 9. Right, I have to talk with the man in the robe. I have to go.
The Texas just kind of motions Yuli over, like as if like let's chat like kind of privately. She's been like this for quite some time now.
Quick, before going over to him, she's going to gently place her hand on Lenta's shoulder. Lenta, I need you to focus on breathing. Deep breaths, please. I'm going to get some more information on the situation and get you out of here as soon as I can. Okay?
Do you remember in Rokarth when she like just kind of whirled around and shot Sticky, or like other moments where she just like ran into an arena alone to like punch a bitch in the face?
Yes.
She's got that kind of mania in that kind of like, not mania, but that kind of like manic determination in her eyes again.
Mm-hmm.
We will get you where you need to go, but I don't know if I can get them to let you leave yet. I need to get more information, and in the meantime, we need to get you at least appearing a little more stable in your vitals, okay?
I am stable.
Your vitals say otherwise, and I know that it's a lot of stress, and I know that things here are not comfortable for you. I will see if I can get them to stop the injections at least to help you calm down a bit.
You notice that while some of the Electro Priests had departed, the ones who'd guided you over, there is an armed Electro Priest with his Electrolyse. Let me see. I believe these ones aren't the ones with the staves. They have the little gauntlets. But he does appear kind of armed, not necessarily like he's like ready to just zap her, but that he's standing here to make sure she doesn't do anything that's going to hurt herself or anybody else. He's standing like a watchdog almost.
Just kind of side-eyeing him periodically.
If he had
Sizing him
eyes,
up.
he'd do the same to you.
Yeah.
And you notice he's just been staring dead onto the ground. That kind of a blue like blindfold kind of wrapped around his head. His arms crossed over with his gauntlets kind of sparking with a bit of the motive force charging.
Lenta like lets Yuli go a little aggressively, and she's like, "Fine. Make it quick. We have to go to Hab 9.
I understand. And she's going to convene with the Texorcist.
So he kind of motions you over like I was mentioning before. It appears the frailties of her flesh are causing her to have some sort of emotional reaction. It was mentioned after a name. Someone called Hamel? Does that ring any bells?
To be completely honest with you, no. Much of her past is unknown to many of us, herself included.
Interesting.
She's been through a lot in her life, and I can't say that I've ever heard her bring up this name. But then again,
repressed memories could also potentially be a sign of. He kind of brushes his hand over his like metallic hand over his chin for a little bit. No. Had she received treatments before?
That I can't quite say. I don't know if her Scola did anything in particular. Honestly, the only one who may know anything is one of our companions who she's quite close to.
I see. I would very much be interested in whatever information you can glean past that barrier in her mind, as it seems someone or something has established one. However, you did come here for a reason.
Yes.
I can give her medical clearance. Put them back into your charge. But the Corpuscari will be wary of us. Not necessarily aggression. You are among their number, after all. But there have been very few guests in the temple as of late. Surely you'd understand. The Omnissiah does not offer his hospitality so fleetingly, especially to one who could potentially damage his creations.
Yes, I understand. I can assert that she is of no danger to us or anyone within the temple at present. She merely wishes to find this man and is acting in urgency, as we don't know where he'll go next.
I see. This man was a smuggler. I mentioned his name fleetingly, as it did not seem to concern me much, but if it concerns your friend, I suppose you ought to know. His work is highly illegal.
You have is appreciated.
You probably also know that as well. Maneuvering within the silent trade is a deadly thing.
Yes, that much
namesake
I'm
comes
aware
from.
of.
One must stay silent to be able to avoid the peering eyes of the Imperium. Your artifact. I had seen something of its like before. Come. He kind of motions his staff over.
She nods and follows.
At this point, the Medicae Servitor, the Medicae Servo Skull, does one final scan, and then you hear a cling, and a green light kind of flares over into the one of its empty eye sockets, where you can see all of this machinery kind of in its place. You are medically cleared.
Kind of stares at the servo skull, and looks at the guy, the electro priest.
You see coming out from like the opening in its mouth, there's a series of like warnings of your mental state, and then you see one of the other electro priests kind of tears it out, takes a look at it, kind of shakes his head a little bit as he's looking at you.
What?
You should continue walking.
Walking? You have me in a bed.
He motions you out.
She gets out of the bed, like cautiously, like, what? What is the layout of the room? Like,
It's
what's
a very large hall here, to where you can see that there are several different like Medicaid facilities.
Okay.
There's a lot of automated systems to be able to surgically graft augmetics and various other ways to be able to repair the weakness of what little flesh remains from
Right.
from the members of the Adeptus Mechanicus. However, for the Luminen in particular, they actually have quite a bit more flesh than usual. And you can see there are a lot of other devices that are a bit more specialized in how they begin to maneuver through the various Electu augmetics that coat their entire body.
Okay, so it's like a big floor rather than like hospital rooms type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, very much big floor.
Okay. She gets up, collects her things, puts her Skola hat back on, looks around.
The priest just kind of has his arms crossed as he kind of ushers you out.
Yeah. And she lets him usher her out, but she like gives him like a glare.
The Vitruvius takes you and Yuli back towards the study, where Yuli you had seen before the rock, a similar rock as the one I believe Clump originally had it. Clump, did you still have it on you, by the way, or I think you handed it to them at some point? Right?
I think I might have.
Yeah, I'm
Handed
pretty
them
sure
over?
we handed that over. We handed over the nuclear rock, and I told you we get you.
Right, because you knew they were coming over here. Right?
Yeah. Barbosa promised me a new rock.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
holding him to that, by the way.
You see,
I am
the
looking
rock.
for the best rock that I can find here.
We'll make a rock finding check now.
Pet rock.
So Yuli and Lenta, you see contained within this a structure now is Clump's rock, which is kind of you see like in this kind of lead-lined brass-looking container. So it's spooling and twisting as it then finally unlocks, revealing this kind of pale white rock. This kind of gives off this almost like an aura to it. There's like an emanation exuding from it. And when it's exposed in that kind of way, you begin to kind of hear a little bit of this, like, almost like singing, like some kind of vibratory chant that's kind of wafting in the air.
Is it the same kind of vibratory chant that the like servo skulls and such were giving off?
You notice they're kind of singing a bit of a similar chant.
Okay, taking a mental note of that.
Vitruvius kind of taps his foot a little bit as he's humming along with it.
Hey, Crow.
I believe. Oh, what's up?
I got 4 success levels on my look for rock check.
we'll tackle that. We'll tackle that. So, Vitruvius looks back to you. It's a familiar melody, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Perhaps you've heard this across the entirety of the Hive City. There are stones such as these that emanate a song the locals call the Stone Whispers.
Hey, bro.
In deep concentrations, it's caused horrific results onto autonomous beings, servitors, and the like.
Crow.
Mhm.
While Yuli and Vertigree are
Vitruvius?
Vitruvius are discussing the rock, I would like to have Lenta move silently away, because she is not going to stay here. She's trying to leave the temple.
Okay.
She's gonna basically just do the Homer Simpson walk away backwards, walk quietly down the hall. Very clearly, if anyone sees her, she's very clearly making her flagging that she's on her way out.
Okay. So, I want you to go ahead and this would be against Yuli mostly because she's going to be the one.
Yes.
I imagine who wants you to stay. Yuli,
I got I rolled with advantage because this counts as a hive city, right? It's a hive environment.
this is still a Hive City. You are still in a Hive City. Yuli, can you roll your awareness and any applicable skill against Lenta's stealth?
Are we both rolling? Yeah. Or is that
This
how
would
it
be
works?
opposed.
Yeah. So I got 4 success. I got 4 success levels, right? I think because I rolled with advantage, so I got a 17 under my 50.
Mhm.
Is
Yeah,
that
that'd be
4?
four.
Okay.
Yeah. And in this game, we do tens placement. It's super easy for my dumb lizard brain.
And let me know what you roll, Yuli.
All right. Shit. So roll 20 didn't do me dirty this time. I rolled a 13.
Oh, okay.
Wow. And how many success levels is that?
3.
Just shy.
So
Okay, I'll give you this much. You'll know when you'll catch on that she's left, but she will be gone by the time you catch on.
With that being said, you can always spend a fate point to give yourself +1 success levels.
You
That's
also
a
do
fate
that.
point.
You absolutely.
I
it
mean,
is
hey,
a
you
fate
get 'em-
point.
You get 3 every game, so you may as well use them if you got them.
I think we get 2 every game.
Nope, we get 3.
Nope.
Is it 3? Oh.
I'll take your third if you don't want it.
No, I thought it was 3.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
thought-
I mean, it's
you
no
have
problem. I
one.
can use it.
I thought that the fated perk gives you a third. That normally you
No,
only
the
get
fated
2.
It gives you a fourth.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I will because, I mean, even if Yuli notices that Lenta is gone, she, 1, knows that Lenta is fully capable of handling herself, and 2, has a good idea of where Lenta's heading.
Just trying to get the PCs to burn through them as fast as possible so you can kill us with more efficiency.
All right. Yeah, so Lenta marches her way out of the temple.
You notice one of the because it'd be difficult to see past all of the
Yeah.
the guards that are, the priests that are here, but you notice one of the ones who was in charge, who kind of like was your charge for while you were recovering, sees you're walking to the temple, but as he notices you're heading towards the exit, he goes from kind of like an approach to just kind of like standing there, giving you a bit of a solemn nod.
She does without breaking her stride, she turns, so she's walking backwards after she's past him, but she faces him, does the sign of the Aquila kind of slightly aggressively, like, and then like turns and faces forward again and walks out.
Though he has no eyes, you feel his stare upon you as you begin to depart. And you know he's going to report this back.
That's fine.
But by the time he does, you'd already be out of here.
Yep.
As you begin descending from, it's like massive steps leading down from this great temple back towards where you see the metro line, the mag rail in the distance. Yuli, the Texorcist, tells you the same information we had told Yuli in the previous session, that this rock in particular isn't like the others they've found that have been emanating the stone whispers here in the hive. There's something different to it. There's some kind of specific harmonic resonance that this is keyed to. Though I do have one theory.
Do tell.
There is a great machine spirit that resides within this temple. A powerful one. I believe we could supplicate it with this device and learn more about its meaning. It calls itself Svalin.
Solid.
This machine's spirit is deep within the Temple of the Guilty Spark. I had asked if, as a member of the Corpuscari yourself, that the Lumen would allow you passage to see this machine spirit, but entrance is forbidden for all but the most venerated. However, I was told there was one way to acquire such veneration. They call it the trial. They call it the trial of harmonic attraction.
Also, out of character, how is that name spelled? I want to put it in our notes.
Which name? Svalin?
Yeah.
Svallin. Supposedly, it is of an ancient human design, protected by a motive force field. In order to open this force field, the trial must be completed. Though I would recommend you don't commit to completing this trial yourself. You should inform your friends. I will continue my work at this device.
Yes. Something of that sort should not be attempted without at least making the others aware. Out of character.
Mind.
Yeah, out of character quick. So he is aware of, my apologies for asking this. He's aware of which thing that I have. He's aware of the rock that I have, but not the data, correct?
So something we had talked about in the previous session, I forgot to cover that as well. So he made a connection between the demon code you found and these stone whispers. It seems like what his theory is these whispers have been... They seem to be creating a series of different patterns. And some of these patterns are causing machines to go haywire, infecting them with scrap code. He's trying to understand exactly why. It's also part of the reason why he wants to be able to reach Svalin and see if there's any information that we can glean from this machine spirit.
Okay, good to know, because I wasn't here last session.
Gotcha.
Now, for people who might not know, what is the scrap code?
So the scrap code is effectively a demonic code written into a machine. once a machine is infected with scrap code, it will begin to go haywire. It will start making actions that it normally wouldn't commit to. It'll go against its own programming. It could potentially even kill its own creators. Basically, it just goes fucking.
Skin.
It needs to wear your skin. As you saw with the servitor that the cult seemed to have access to, it seems like they're using these scrap code infected machines somehow, mixed in with the cult. So, Yuli, something that if you want to ask him any other questions about like Aetherius or what he thinks could be using the scrap code maliciously, you can feel free. Otherwise, this is the information he imparts to you, and in the meantime, he's going to be trying to find a connection as to what this melody within the stone is trying to convey.
I would like to ask, of the various tests that I'm sure you've run on the stones, have you found any others, such as, and she motions to the one that she has, that have come back quite radioactive?
I cannot say that I have. This one in particular is singing a rather strange melody. It doesn't seem to match up with the ones I found within the spine forest.
I see.
If you'd
could be
like,
helpful in finding where it came from, then.
I can give you information as to where the forest is, but I do recommend you don't go there without reason. The place is rather dangerous.
The information would be appreciated, and as is the warning, I will heed it closely.
So there is a location you can reach from... Where was it? Down. I guess it would be like more in this area here. Close to the temple and also connected in the area of the Broadcliff Hostelry, but in the Crucible itself, there is the Spine Forest. And that will be marked on your map.
Sick name, by the way. Love the Spine Forest.
It's a fucked up, no good, evil place.
Nothing good ever happens in a place called the Spine Forest.
You know what? I think you guys are giving the Spine Forest a bad rap. I think the Spine Forest would be a lovely place to live. I mean, I can't think of anything wrong with
As a
it.
goth girl myself, I believe the Spine Forest is where I am meant to live. Thank you very much.
I personally always disagree with Zosh on basically everything, but like, he ain't wrong.
I mean, you'd fit right in with the Spine Forest because you got a fucked up spine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe I could find a new spine there.
Honestly, on a list of places that would
Just
have
take one from
spines-
someone.
Yeah.
Nothing but
All right.
fresh spines in the spine forest.
Just pick them right from the trees, the
Yeah.
spine
Freshly
trees.
harvested spines just for you.
I used to
They
play
grow
bass
on
with the
trees.
spine trees.
The Vitruvius warns you about this place. Heretics, smugglers, and the like typically find themselves in that place. Servitors, mastiffs, all of them are infected with scrap code. They'll hunt you down like animals, indiscriminately. If you decide to traverse through there to confirm your theory, I would do so with at least a bit of backup. It's a treacherous place.
I understand. That, I mean, that scrap code came from a servitor that was infected. I wonder if that might be where it came from.
There are collations of these stones, similar to the one you have here, that whisper different melodies. They call them whisper plinths. If you find yourself down in the spine forest, avoid these at all costs. Machines can be driven into a frenzy, and technology will begin to malfunction. Even your connection to the motive force could be disrupted.
Again, I much appreciate the information, and I will absolutely keep that in mind. I do also wonder, however, if they are similar stone formations that hum a somewhat similar melody, if perhaps that is what this is.
What do you mean, exactly?
Well, the stone that we found, it was being carried by a
How much did you
group
tell
of,
him?
um oh, that's a
Ooh.
good question.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, okay.
It's part of your church. Come on.
The stone
You
that we
can find
found,
information about your
found-
inquisitorial duties?
no.
Okay.
This stone was found alongside the servitor that scrap code came from. So I'm wondering if perhaps it is from one of those whisper plinths you spoke of. Because, I mean, if they are said to drive autonomous machinery mad, that would explain that servitor's behavior as well.
It could. There are numerous heretics, as I've said, that navigate to places like the Spine Forest, witches hiding within the bogs. Though I doubt one of them would be, well, I imagine you spoke of the accident that occurred, yes? The one that, there was a chase, I believe.
Correct.
It was off the transition
at that
line Delta
site.
Primaris, correct?
Yes.
Well, if this is connected, if there is some sort of heretic pulling behind the strings here, all the more reason to be careful.
I quite agree there.
Good luck
I
in whatever
Thank
it
you.
is you're trying to do with this device. If your intention is to sell it, however, I could offer you a handsome fee.
No, my intention is quite to get to the bottom of it. I feel it is my duty to understand, investigate, and the like, what is infecting that which the great Omnissiah oversees.
A better motivation than most. You then begin to hear footsteps kind of clamoring from behind. Your friend, she's departed. I see.
I see.
It seems you have something to catch up to. We can discuss this at a later date. Your friend had given me your communique. I'll reach out to
I'm
you.
glad to hear she did. I much appreciated. I should catch up with her. You said that that individual was where exactly again?
Oh, which individual?
The guy whose name set off Lenta's panic attack.
Hamilton
he doesn't know. He doesn't know where Hamiltonstern is. He offhandedly mentioned his name because he had gotten assistance from smugglers in the past. Even though he seems to despise them based on what he said after. So, you could probably put two and two together. He didn't really give a fuck about him or really keep up with him.
Gotcha. I could have sworn there was a place mentioned in Lenta's whole thing that I am now forgetting.
Lenta mentioned it while she was in the hospital bed. She kept saying that she needs to go to Hab 9.
Gotcha. So I know where I'm heading.
Where's Hab 9 on our map?
Oh, okay. I think I see what ended up happening here. I think our Hab 9 or Hab 8 are the same location. I believe we have a misconstrued. Hab 9 is the Sunblind.
Oh, Hab 9 is the Sunblind?
Yes.
That would go to show Imperial poor planning. It's both Hab 8 and Hab 9.
I actually think that's really funny. We should keep that, and it's the same place.
Yeah, they could be. I mean, their habs are just habitat blocks, right? So like,
yeah, all
they
took
could
was for
be
9 to cross over into 8, and then
they could be next door to each other easily.
Oh no,
There
the
is
same
no
building
Hab
now.
9. Someone just put Hab 6's numbers upside down. So maybe there is a Hab 9, but there is no Hab 6.
The
Well,
Imperium
the Habs
is
in,
divided between the Habs and the Have-nots.
Yes, the Habs in Scarthius aren't just single buildings; they're essentially like neighborhoods. Because one of them, Hab 14, I've read so much Scarthius lore. Hab 14 was like completely destroyed and overtaken by like gang activity at one point, and so it's like a whole neighborhood was essentially ruined and then has recently been like built over again. But so they're not just arcologies, they're like neighborhoods.
Yeah, they're mega neighborhoods.
Mega hoods.
Pretty much like the size of like a small, like, not even really small, I guess, but a city kind of joined in with like a major city.
Yeah, exactly.
A half block.
And I imagine that they're not, because hives are kind of like parasitic and not.
Yeah.
There's no urban planning. I imagine that like once you get closer to the borders between any given hab block, where you are exactly is like vague.
Plan, they do try to plan, but like, how the fuck can you plan for like 500 bajillion people?
Right.
I mean, the STC for Habs, well, for Hive Cities, probably super pre-planned, and then people build on top of shit.
True.
And then once people start building, and it's like, oh, well, did you have the right clearance for that? And then it's like, well, they didn't, but they already built it. But then it's like these other guys trying to build, so it's like, are you gonna gatekeep these guys? Are you gonna gatekeep the new guys? Like, these guys have money. So
the interesting thing about Scarthius is that unlike other hives, Scarthius is a hole in the ground. Right? So unless they're burrowing into the earth, there is actually like kind of limited space to expand the hive. So it's probably more dense than a lot of other hives are, even, which is saying quite a lot. Because they only have so much room to grow. They can't expand the city outward like a lot of other hives
in
do.
Like a big ass like crevasse. And everything just descends down from there. But anyway, enough about the design of it. Lenta at this plenty of Y, Yuli. So
she's on a train.
You would be making your way to the train, and unfortunately, you're gonna miss Lenta's as you're, I imagine, like running out, trying to catch up to her. And we are going to return now to Du Bois.
Sweet, I'm gonna go get some ice.
The boys.
The boys.
So, from what I remember, we have Scarlet. We did our interrogation of her.
Yes.
And
Serenity.
she Serenity. Sorry. She just wears a lot of red. Serenity and she has managed to convince us not to kill her because we need her for a meet and greet in a few days.
Oh right, yes.
Yeah.
Do we
she-
remember
the only-
where was the meeting? It was a social event? Am I getting my
Yes, it was a social
Yeah.
event. I cannot remember where off the top of my head because I'm a hack and a fraud.
Don't worry, I will find the little location, or I may move it. Depending on what I wrote here for my notes. Let's see.
Yeah, depending on your feels.
Indeed.
Oh, DC did say that the dog's name was Kovu, and I remember them saying
Kovu, yes, Kovu.
that they watched the last episode before they started this, so I am willing to trust them. So I made Kovu his own little character sheet.
I think I accidentally moved the meeting when I told you originally, because you know what's a really good tie-in?
What's
We're
that?
going to the
you.
Pepsi factory,
You're
which is the
supposed to
sponsor
be-
of this episode.
A great oak in the spine forest will they be meeting.
Of course, we're going by the throne. Why do we have to go somewhere called the Spine Forest? Literally nothing good ever happens at a place called the Spine Forest.
They will be having their meeting there before the Skull Oak. She did not tell you where that is, just that it's there.
Well, yeah, she's going to be escorting us there in insert days' time. I
Indeed,
assume we're having
indeed.
this conversation after we finish looting the room, collecting our shell casings, and probably not even collecting our shell casings. We have to leave. There was a lot of gunfire here. Going to the van.
In my experience, sometimes these cults tend to overdo it with their naming conventions. The more decadent they become, the more they start naming random things, the most horrible, heretical sounding things. A simple bedroom whip might be called, like, the tongue of seven hells.
I mean, you're not
Maybe the
wrong.
spine forest is just a regular forest, and they're being dramatic.
You guys were talking like right outside where you had exited from the building, right?
Yeah, we're headed towards our van.
So you see once again the little setup of that ratling that you had kicked out from the front end of that building, now across the street towards another building. Spine Force, you say?
Yeah.
Oh,
Indeed,
don't go
good
there.
lad.
Why not?
You see, he just kind of like is setting back up a lot of the little tent that he had previously. The Leax skulls drink your blood over there.
See? Sounds like a pleasant place. The whichever the hell that was, will drink our blood over there.
You're not planning on going over there, are you?
Not anymore, thanks to your good recommendation.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I've plenty of good recommendations. I've been trying to tell people this.
You know what? You're a smart and intelligible chap.
Well, he starts to like puff his like decrepit jacket.
I will toss the man the grimdark equivalent of $5. aka five
remove
solos.
remove 5 solos from your inventory.
Oh yeah, I do. This is how I start building up contacts.
Ooh, you want to hear the information?
I would love to hear more information.
I mean, you gotta ask me what you want to know.
Well, all right. So, what do you know?
That's not how
about
that works. You
Spine-
don't just say like, "Oh, give me rumors," and I just tell you rumors. Like, you gotta
I
be more
mean-
specific about the kind of. I hear a lot of
That
things.
that is fair. Sorry, I've been playing some Hollow vids lately, and it's just a dialogue option. Have you heard any rumors? I apologize. This is real life.
I'm not some kind
not
of like
fantasy.
what do you take me for, huh?
I said I apologize. I'm sorry.
Tell you what, if you give me another solo, I'll accept your apology.
I already gave you 5 solas.
Okay, all right. Now suddenly it's a problem.
What do you know about the Spine Forest? Like, what is it actually?
Well, they call it a forest, but I mean, it's hardly a forest. It's like bones digging out from the earth over there, hundreds of feet tall.
Mm.
There's a chameleon-lined fabric, kind of dangles from above. It makes like a sound of like leaves rustling up there. But you gotta be careful. There's stuff that likes to hide up there too. They'll use the chameleon line.
I nod.
You ever hear of drop mastiffs?
No, I look at my cyber mastiff. What's a
They
drop
climb
mastiff?
up to the trees, hiding the chameleon line fabric, and then whoosh, they just drop down on top of you. That's why they call them that. They drop mastiffs.
I think I've seen one of those at a zoology exhibit the once.
I will lean over to my good friend and ally, Clump. Hey, Clump,
Yeah, boss.
what's a forest and what are leaves? I've never heard of these things before.
Forest has big, twisting pillars of wood, and leaves are like grass, but on the wood pillars.
That is really, and they just have those.
Many times forests are filled with deadly creatures trying to eat your face.
I look bewildered and in awe at this description of the forest.
Clump takes out his toothed World Combat Blade. I take this tooth from big lizard and make it into knife.
And that came
Wait.
from a forest.
You're one of the long teeth, aren't you? Big guy?
Yes, you have heard of famous regiment.
I heard stories all over the world here about Paleon. You must have taken down a bunch of those things, huh? Those big lizard
Indeed,
things?
make for very good fighting.
You know, I heard that's where all the rich guys get their rejuvenate from. Carve up the bodies
what?
of the creatures right there, right? Was it that, or they get the berries and they do that?
Clump kind of just looks at him with a blank stare, trying to process what the hell the word rejuvenate even means.
Funny, I always thought it just came from the spaceships.
No, the spaceships transport the rejuvenate from one place to the other.
Well, who can keep track of what all the little people do?
Hey, who you calling little, huh?
Yeah, who
No,
you
not
calling little?
you. You're very large-souled.
Oh, well,
No,
Big
I am
personality.
you
large.
flatter me.
No, you're
No,
Clump.
Clump, you're incredibly vast.
Uh,
He has a look on his face as though he's trying to process as to whether or not it's an insult.
Like he's just stun locked.
all right, well, let's. It was nice chatting with you. We might be back later.
yeah, of course.
You take care of yourself. Stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble. Hey, trouble's my no. No, it's not. It's Carlene? No, that's not my middle name. Whatever. Look, you take care. You don't invite any more trouble around here as well. And maybe even I get to build my little place back up. And yeah. Hey, scram.
Oh, did this rattling have a name?
Ah, fuck. You're asking the DM of the name. No.
Okay. Well, then we will maybe work on a name later if I build out this contact.
No, you can just call me Horace Lupical, right?
I shoot him.
Yeah.
Death to the heretic. But seriously, what's the Horus Lupical?
Some kind of fish?
Sounds about right.
Anyway, you take care now.
Yeah, so I will head towards the vent. Should we call the others?
Would not be bad idea to reconnect with Blunter and Sparkhead.
You know, I love your creative nicknames.
I see no reason to stay split
Thank
up
you, boss.
for now.
So I will get out the comm units or the cell phone equivalents and hit us up with a group call.
Right. So, who else has a Vox on them? Linton, do you have your Vox on you?
No, she never does.
Then you only hear back one voice. Yuli, you hear a long distance Vox call hitting your number. You know who it's from.
I answer. What you need?
Yuli, we're just wrapped up on our end. We're in the sump. I think we might be headed back. Do you two need a lift? Tell Lenta to turn on her Vox.
Oh, you know she never has that on her. Actually, few things happened. Long story short, got a lot of information, somewhere we need to be, and, outside of that, I am currently tailing Lenta, as she is on the hunt for someone, that, she believes is in Hab 9.
Hab 9. Conveniently
As you're looking
the...
around, you see the number of the Hab, like,
Yeah.
kind of stamped onto one of the buildings here.
Can I add a
You got a
detail
name.
as well for Hab 9 from my 20-page backstory? Yeah, I just imagined that like Hab 9 because her father, when she was young, was making pretty decent money doing what he did. So it was probably, at least at that time, a nicer, slightly nicer neighborhood than others. So I just imagine that wherever Hab 9 is like painted on the big buildings, it probably also has like where life is good, or like life is good in Hab 9, like sort of signage.
That
Trying kind
signage
of like
at this
dystopian, you know.
That signage at this point has been desecrated, and you notice that there's far more of these ramshackle kind of abodes. You remember after the accident happened here in the Hive City, a lot of people migrated from the lower Hab blocks and started spreading themselves across into these others. There
Poor
isn't
people.
enough room for everyone. And so now a lot of these blocks have become crowded, and there's a lot more of these like ramshackle buildings and built alongside the gantries and along the canal lines and whatnot. People just kind of like making what they can, tent homes and everything to be able to survive.
But conveniently, we're actually at Hab 9 right now. You know who she's looking for? Maybe I can get a head start.
It's a big Hab.
I know, aka get a head start.
Yuli, how do you respond?
Sorry, I know we'll have plenty of area to cross, but that should be near where you are, so, stay put, I guess?
Well, yes.
Mostly because I don't think that, if you run into Lenta, that she'll actually get into the vehicle.
No, she's in one of her moods.
Correct.
Definitely, of course. Did she say who she's looking for?
Out of character, I do not remember that name again.
Hamel Totenstern.
Now, was that a name that was actually said to you, or just said to the group?
No, it was. It would have been said to me, when I was speaking with the Taxorcist.
Yep.
All right.
Nobody else would know that name.
Hamel Totenstone?
All right, I'll see if I can't find any leads.
Much appreciated.
All right. Well, just let us know when you're near the tram station. We can swing by, pick you up.
Will do.
And I will end the call there.
It will take some time for Yuli to be able to make her way towards you. In the meantime, we're going to progress time a little bit. At this point, we're going to be filling out the clock here.
Oh no, the clock.
Not the clock.
And now that the clock's been filled out,
Oh
All
my
right.
goodness, the doom clock.
If you could give us another quick, like 5 second, what is the clock again? For people who might not have been there for episode 1.
sure,
Or
it's a mechanic I
another.
stole from Liminal Horror because I like to take good things I like from games. So the doom clock is the progression of the enemy of your cult that you're hunting after. Every time the clock ticks, they will have done something to be able to progress their goals. If they fill the clock up all the way, they will accomplish their mission. This does not mean that the game is over. It simply means that they will have done what they came here to do, and more than likely, their leaders and the people responsible for doing this will probably get away with what they did. But you will still have an opportunity to be able to clean up the mess that they leave in their wake.
And
This
by
will also
tick, you
mean
mean
that
the
things-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Exactly, which one we will be filling out right now.
Arnar.
Or no.
Fun thing is this.
Click. Woo.
Something happened. Something happens over this course of time.
Who knows what?
What happened? Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get inklings of it as we progress. So Yuli, you're riding on the train, choo 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 choo, and you're going all the way back here, right?
Correct.
Gotcha. So during this time, we can do a bit more overarching actions because this is going to take a bit. Unless you also want to travel. You also had a lead in mining block 0722. If you look at the route here, she will have to cut across, going across 4 different tiles to get to where she needs to get to reach you guys. And if you recall,
And before we start another whole thing here, should we take our 15-minute break or our 5-minute break? Or
you
Yeah.
should actually. This is a
Yeah.
perfect time
Yeah,
for
this
it.
is the perfect
Okay.
spot.
good
Okay.
time for a bathroom and restocking on tea.
True.
Heck yeah.
True.
All right, our friends, fans, and everything in that between. We'll be back in 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
See you soon.
Hold on. They can still hear us talking though.
Oh,
So just-
all right. So
just a
so
moment, let me
I
just-
shouldn't start back.
They can't hear you now.
Okay, waiting.
Back on push to talk.
We're back.
Oh, good.
And we're
We
back.
are back.
Oh my
Welcome
god.
to Disney
Dinosaur
Channel.
Story.
You guys have no
Prepare to
idea.
get
While we were
filled in.
offline, we all got sent to the back rooms for those it was like a couple minutes for you. It was 30 years for me in the back rooms wandering.
It's
Yeah,
Is
it
that
true.
how it
was
works in
kind
the
of-
back rooms?
It was
What's that?
kind of
I don't know.
awkward.
I have to ask Kane Pixel, Kane Parson. He's 20 years old, by the way.
Yeah.
He's the youngest ever.
Actually,
No
the
one's ever been
youngest-
younger.
Yeah, no one's been younger than him.
Yeah,
He's the youngest
it does
human being.
track.
Yeah.
All right.
So, where were we? Hab 9.
I think I'm gonna start looking for this Hamel Totenstern, and Crow was telling us about a super secret side objective in mining block 07-22.
If you
True.
recall, that's where the hauler was. So I got picked up from.
Do we want to check out the mining block, or do we want to look for this Totenstern?
Decisions.
Gidwin Plump.
What are the pros and cons to each, you think?
Well, if we stay around here, we don't have to leave anywhere. And if we go to the mining block, there's a non-0% chance that we get shot at.
Wait, and which result is it that we re-meet the party?
Well, if we let them know, hey, we're meeting at the mining block, because they have to make 4 jumps to get to us. Even if we drive back and forth, we should still have plenty of time. Or again, we can wait here until the entire group meets up and then handle the mining block as a group.
I'm on team reunite. We've been
Good,
too
yeah.
long apart.
Oh,
This
what-
is true.
The noble's heart yearns for more company. We've let our soiree grow so distant. Our
what's-
entourage.
I mean, I wanted to meet up back with Yuli. She's a medic, but Lenta,
Oh, do you like Yuli?
she's
I can put in a word. She doesn't. She reviles me, but I could probably put in a good word for you.
no, I'm okay. She's still a coghead, and they're always weird. But anyways, I'm gonna go look for this Hamel Totenstern. I look at a little notebook.
You
and-
need me to come, boss?
I mean, if you fellows want to come along, I don't see any harm in it.
Yes, I
Um,
will help you look for Tote and Storm.
I look at
We love you,
Serenity, who's also still with us. Like, this is the issue. I don't know what to do with our wrapped associate. Yeah, that's a play.
Okay,
Do you
So
think you
what's
can hack
Serenity?
it with us,
So
Serenity?
with Serenity, by the way, unless you told her otherwise, she would be departing and meeting back up with you when it's time to go for your
Okay.
whole meeting.
And we have some assurances that she'd show up and she's not going to rat us out.
It's up to you if you trust her.
I don't trust anyone.
You probably
But-
should.
Yeah, so she's gonna hang out with us.
Are you kidnapping her?
I'd rather not use the word kidnap. Kidnap comes with negative connotations of being held against your will.
It sounds like you're holding her against her will.
Well, I mean, we are, but it comes with negative connotations.
Remind me,
negative
how bad
connotation
of
being
terms
you-
are we with
We
her?
are merely
did
detaining.
Yes, we are
did
detaining.
we kind of make good with her, or is she still quite mad at us? I don't remember.
So it's kind of hard to tell. She hasn't tried to pull anything at you, and she did seem to firmly believe that she will prove you wrong when you come to go see the congregation.
May I do an intuition people check on her?
Mm. So, what are you
Alright.
trying to discern with this check?
Right back. Give me just.
Well, how liable her? I guess the question, her general disposition towards us, without getting like, super fine handling, but my rapport skill is well, my intuition with people is 55, and I rolled a 75, so that's 2 levels of failure.
Nice.
Okay. It's
So-
difficult to tell how trusting or not trusting that she is, and because of that, when you're trying to read her, are you trying to study like body language and stuff? Like, how exactly are you
Yeah.
going about
Mm.
this?
Body language, all that classic stuff.
Okay. What do you think you're doing, huh? This is gonna actually piss her off a little bit that you're doing this.
I'm sorry, force of habit.
What? Eyeing up your prisoner? See something you like?
You're wearing too much red. It's not my color.
I believe
Oh,
my
dear.
associate was simply attempting to get a read on you to see if we should give you a gun. Should we give you a gun, ma'am?
I told you already. When the time comes, I'll invite you to the meeting. Don't need to stick around for any longer for anything else other than that. I have my duties
just a
to attend to
moment.
with the abbot.
And before she leaves, I pull out my writing kit, which is ornate, by the way.
Mm.
It is very fancy. The quill is made of solid gold and like off-world bird feathers.
Oh, this is impressive.
This is impressive. The paper is vellum rather
the
than
feather,
rather than parchment.
Is the feather like enormous? Like
Oh, it's huge.
yeah.
And I will scribe on a piece of vellum that's worth like probably a month's salary for her. I will write our Vox information if she needs to contact us.
What the hell is this?
That's vellum. Why the hell do you have vellum? And why are you just writing down a phone number?
Well, in case we need to be contacted. Would you
We're
really
supposed to be
debase
writing
our Vox
scripture on this.
information by putting
Is
it
it-
on scrap?
That's worth more than my rent.
Your rent is remarkably cheap.
I
She pockets your information, and she will contact you when the time comes.
all right, well, let's hope that doesn't go plain shape. All right, let's go look for this Hamel.
All right. So this will take some time. I believe these would be inquiry checks. You are trying to track down a person. This is basically like a bit of a downtime action here, as you are kind of in between waiting for your friends to finally arrive, as it will take some time for them to reach you. As I said before, it take 1, 2, 3, about 4 different turns for them to be able to reach you. So that's how much time you'll be able to have to commit to this.
So
Crow.
I have.
Quick pause, since it is going to take us a little while. Just a quick question while they work on that. Lenta will, since she's going by way of Broadcliff Hostler, right? She's going this way.
Same path Yuli's taking, yeah.
Right. But like a train ahead or something. Does she have time to grab her chainswords from the hostelry?
You want to stop at the hostelry and grab your chainswords? I'd
Yeah.
say you could be able to do that.
Okay. Sweet.
That way you don't miss the next train. You might even be on the same train as Yuli at that point.
Awkward.
Oh yeah, it's a big train though. Remember,
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
trains,
true.
they take like tens of thousands of people.
Right. I imagine
Everything
it's
in Warhammer is the same as real life, but magnified by 10,000 for some reason.
so it's
So
probably
there's
like people hanging off of the train too. Like
I don't think so, mostly because they go much
They
faster.
go way too
than that.
fast.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
My favorite thing with the
the train, they
scale.
die.
My favorite thing with the scale of Warhammer is like everything is meant to be bigger and better, but sometimes the devs don't like know enough to make something big enough. They'll be like, "This is the biggest battle ever for the fate of this planet," and it's like smaller than your average World War II battle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, the siege of Vrax, which was like a 5 or 10 year siege, fired less shells in one day at Passchendaele.
Yeah.
Legitimately, I feel like they need to take more from like numbers from like Chinese battles, like
Mm.
like ancient Chinese history, like battles where like literally millions of people would die in a fight.
Yeah.
It's like I think they need to take those numbers and then just beef them up times 10. You know, and that's every battle in Warhammer.
Oh yeah,
That's what it
same.
should be.
You should also, in that same regard, like take all of the artillery fired during World War One and multiply that by 10, and that's your average.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah,
average.
Your
shell. Yeah.
average battle should be about Kursk scale in 40K.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. James Workshop, you really need to work on that.
Yeah, hire us as consultants. We work surprisingly not cheap. Zosh and I work.
We
for
will
miniatures,
charge you $1
though.
million because Warhammer sized. So normally I
Yeah.
charge $100, but I have to magnify it times 100. You know.
It's,
So-
it's fair. It's not us who wrote
Right.
these rules.
But yes.
So
Anywho,
yes. William, you're also playing a talkie-based character. Do you have the inquiry specialization?
It's a good question. I think I'm more of a roguey type. We're the same. We're the same role,
Yo,
but we
yeah.
built very differently. I'm more of a sneaky guy. I
Oh,
don't. I don't have inquiry.
Okay. Do you have rapport at all?
Yes, I do.
are we a
What is your
whole
rapport
party?
skill?
My rapport is 58.
Okay, so I have the attentive assistant skill.
Okay.
Well, talent. So I will aid you in.
and do you have any points in rapport to give
I
that?
do.
Is
Ooh,
our,
so we get +2 success levels.
is our
Yes,
group
I have.
3/5 penumbras?
No, the group is like a quarter seeker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're seekers. You keep your penumbra nonsense over there.
You know, penumbra don't belong over here.
Okay, so I'm rolling with advantage and +2 success levels, which is very nice.
During this time, I'll also let you be able to take effectively a version of the, if you recall, the Inquisition booklet here for some endeavors. So this could be a good opportunity to, if you wanted to do things like try to scrub some of your subtlety away, find out what your current subtlety number is, because you don't know what it is, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it's sitting at 9, but that was the last time you remember it updating.
Right. I got +5 success levels on my rapport inquiry.
Okay.
What was I asking around for, Austin?
We're looking for a Hamel Totenster.
Yes.
So, just one name, even in a hab block of like, basically, you're walking down like fucking Bellevue here in Seattle, asking for one guy's name. Now that's a lot of people. But to narrow things down, and you said how many success levels you got?
5.
5.
Is
To
that
narrow
counting in
things
your
down.
additional success levels?
Yep, that's including the additional. If Crow says it's not good enough, I'll just spend a fate point and add one more success.
Yeah, because I was about to say, so 4 success levels, God, I'm trying to look at what the frame of reference is for finding like one person in like a hive
Yeah.
city, and I think it's
Mhm.
like it's
With
a pretty
no
big
leads.
penalty.
It's pretty hard.
I'm gonna have to be really mean if I'm being honest. I'm gonna say like a -40 with like disadvantage.
-40? Okay.
Yeah.
So then that would knock me down 4 success levels there. So that would be 1 success level.
The disadvantage coming from this person does not want to be found.
Right.
So what did you say it was again?
With the -40, that would be 1 success level.
Wow.
It's almost
Okay.
as if we're good at our jobs of finding people.
We're very good at we're two seekers working together to seek someone.
That's insane.
Maybe it's almost as if we're some kind of inquisitive group of people.
So I will say this then. One of you decide amongst yourselves. Remember to keep some census data when you were down at the Pursuit Archivum Gamma.
The census data I
And-
took, and I'm holding on
Yeah.
to.
They probably found a little bit more.
Okay.
They probably saved some. They probably copy and put onto a data
Yeah.
slate. You know, there's some extra census data. And I'd imagine that you were able to narrow down. Well, this person's a smuggler, so they wouldn't appear on official records. This person had been operating in the past, so then you can start narrowing down ages, and you start going down the list here. So I will tell you this. You don't find exactly where this Hamel is, but you know where he last was. You boil down from this communique between a bunch of different people and collating your information that there are a couple locations where smugglers like to meet up here in the sump line. Let me give you one of them.
Hell yeah.
This is on the Miro. Okay.
And I imagine we're not like we're trying to locate where this guy might be. We're not going to go see him yet. We're making the job easier for Linta.
There is an old noodle shop that a lot of smugglers like to hang out in.
That's
Before
where I'm
they-
going.
Yeah, called Sozin's. Sozin's Hot Noodles.
Oh,
The noodle saint of
a-
Hab 9.
Thozin's Comet?
Yeah, an open air diner. They serve algae noodles. So you know that this is a big popular meetup for smugglers. I imagine you were framing it in whatever way you'd like, whether you're someone looking for a smuggler's services to acquire some artifacts down below in the Crucible. However way you phrase it, they tell you, well, if you want to find someone, you know, who's willing to wheel and deal in the silent trade, that's where you want to go.
All right, we'll look at that after our requisite downtime actions.
Perhaps I'll bring my own food.
Oh no, it sounds. I haven't had a good algae noodle in forever.
I don't think you'll be having good algae noodle.
I've
Your
never-
servo skull, like at that moment, unprompted, just appears at your side. Would you like a small snack, sir? And another one of those low sticks pops out from his mouth.
Fantastic, fantastic, good man, Giovanni. And I will grab a low stick and I will pop it in my mouth and begin chewing it.
Boys are throwing that as fifth, and we.
Would you like one?
Actually, yes.
Giovanni immediately fires one out from its mouth,
Yeah,
and it's like
and
humming along.
And I light that bitch.
Clump holds out his hand as well.
Giovanni has an ornately crafted a lighter for the low stick, which then kind of pops out from the side of its where its like left side of its jaw would be, that then ignites the low stick for you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Giovanni.
And one for my vast friend here too.
Another
Oh.
shunts out into its mouth.
For our micro downtime, air quotes, the options are figuring out our subtlety, erasing some of that, or is it like a more for a larger subtlety thing, or a
Think
larger
of-
endeavor thing?
These would be the smaller endeavors that were I believe the individual endeavors, what they were called.
Okay. Because I have two that I have in mind, and I'll run them both by you. Option one is cultivate my network, and
Oh yeah,
boy,
I was
howdy,
hoping one of you would pick that.
I have two things that I kind of want to do with it. One that we've discussed a little bit, which is improve my relations with the Inquisition, that doesn't super make sense to do that right here, right now.
I would say that'd be impossible here without having another
Yeah.
contact. So
Um,
just to give you this, so when you're cultivating your network here, this would either be kind of establishing influence with somebody to make a new contact, or
Yeah.
this could also be improving your influence with your current contact. When you have a contact, by the way, in a faction, and you get your influence with them high enough, we'll decide what that ends up being. You can
Yeah.
then see if you can try to improve your reputation with that entire faction, if you'd like.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go with a different route than what we were kind of talking about off camera. And I've been working. I have this rattling here that I've been working on to get me some. I would call him probably an infractionist.
Yeah, he would be an infractionist. Is his faction? Yep.
Yeah. Can I start cultivating that network?
Sure. His name is Scrack.
Scrack.
So you want to attempt to create a contact out of him. You do have
Ooh.
some rapport with him. You did give him money. You humored him. I would say, yeah, just your average, a challenging +0 rapport inquiry test.
All right. Oh, sweet. So that is a 39 on my handy dandy dice in front of me. Luckily for me, though, I have some tips in inquiry. So that is going to be 2 success levels.
So for those 2 success levels, I want you to keep track of this. Your influence with him is going to start at a temporary 2. Remember, it caps out at 3.
Okay.
So what exactly are you asking me to do? Spy on people? Because I can
More
do
or
that.
less. Yeah, actually, you know, Scrack, I like you. You are very easy to work with. I don't have to dance around subjects. You know what I want you to do, and you just say it.
I gotta just say what's on my mind, you know? It's gotten me in trouble sometimes, I'll tell you what.
Well, I will hand him, you know, oh god, let me look at my solars. I'll hand him a 10 solar bill.
A bill.
Yeah, I imagine it is it's like in the real world, we have coinage and we have bills.
He kind of
Oh.
takes the coin, flicking it between his fingers, and he bites it down. Oh, that's the Emperor's gold right there. Tell you what, friend. You've been so generous. I'll offer some generosity in kind. You want me to go do something right now? I'll go ahead and do it. Set something up.
Again, I need information. Whenever you catch anything that might be interesting to an individual looking to gather information about others around, you know, ne'er-do-wells and lowlifes, people who don't quite belong in this neighborhood.
I'm familiar with all them and more.
Oh,
good
I
friend.
understand. And I write down my Vox information.
You know I don't have a... I'll figure it out.
I assume that there's I assume it's like a cell phone in this instance, and there's like probably, you know, public.
I'm not
phone
spending all
brands.
that money on a public Vox, friend.
But if
I'll
it's
figure
good,
something out. Don't worry about it.
if it's good information, I will make sure that you are compensated.
See about that, but you know, so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing.
All right, so that's my mini downtime action.
For my mini downtime action, I would like to take the downtime action from the Maledictum Requisition Guide, and I'm going to read one of these books in my possession, in hopes I might find information that I can use later on in the adventure. Which basically means that the book I'm reading has 3 associated skills, and the next time I have to roll on one of those skills, I get advantage.
Hell yeah. If you remember, the guy you talked to there was a priest at the Cenotaph of Amnesis that also has more books if you'd like to acquire some.
Ooh. I would like to acquire another one. Yeah, next time I'm in that area, I will see about grabbing one. I'll make a note for myself. Which location did you say?
It's right next to the Broadcliff Hostelry. It won't take time to be able to travel between these two destinations at the top of the perimeter. It's the Cenotaph of Amnesis. Hogarth Drevitt is there, the guy you'd seen protesting in front of the church.
Yeah.
He has his own shrine here in the city.
Okay. So I can go now, or I can go when we get to the hostel?
Oh, you can go when you get to the hostel.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Because like
so
technically
then
it's attached, but I just made another little blip for it, so that way you can remember.
Okay. I have read my Litany of the Fallen, which is like a Ministorum priest guide that makes me good at intuition, people, and a couple related skills.
The book goes through a lot of different. I imagine if it's intuition, the book teaches you a lot of lessons of paranoia, of how to discern the nature of others from whence they hide things from you.
Yes, it's kind of the book. This is one of the ones that's in the requisition guide. It says specifically, it's like a book specifically for overzealous Ministorum priests who are suspicious about everyone.
The virtues of paranoia are at full display here.
I nod my head after I closed the last book. You know, they're right. Innocence truly does not prove innocence.
Well, I heard as they said, if you make a plea of innocence, you're only guilty of wasting my time.
Exactly. I never understood that before.
The
It
book
makes so
almost
much more
wants to
sense.
say like so true, bestie. You know?
And did you read this penciled in parchment here? So true, bestie. I don't understand what these archaic words mean. It's probably like those made-up things like a tree.
Sometimes the Ministorum like to sign the end of the book with some form of catchphrase to show that they have read it all the way.
Don't you mean catechism phrase?
I do mean that. Anyway, it's basically the only thing we've got ever since the ancient database called, I think it was Goodreads, got absolutely eviscerated 1,000 years ago. Quite the problem.
Truly,
Ministorum have had to do have had to show that what they've put on their reading list manually ever since.
It was a tragic event.
Truly.
So, now that we've gotten through your downtime, remember to hold on to that bonus. Even after this session, as long as you don't use that that skill, you will still have that bonus. And let's see, Clump, do you have anything you'd like to do?
Yes, if I may. We got that dog, correct? Or...
You got that dog?
Yes, I got
Okay,
that dog.
okay.
It's my dog.
Barbosa, if I may, for you,
Yeah,
from
what's
the
up?
Inquisition Player's Guide, I would like to do the familiar training endeavor during the downtime.
Okay, we can work on having a team dog.
Okay, yeah, team dog.
Okay. So
That is-
the familiar training. Oh, so you must undertake it at least once every 2 missions.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the other thing I was going to do if you said if it didn't make sense to start cultivating my contact network.
Okay.
Yeah, Clump is just gonna walk the dog for you.
So, there is, I believe this familiar is technically a beast.
It is, so it's a rapport animal test.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So failure isn't bad. It just means that you should probably take them out for more training later. Success, however, means you will give the familiar XP they can use to spend on advances and talents. And then, as long as you get at least one, it will cover the training that they need for the rest of this mission.
Oh boy, my fellowship real bad, but I will still give it a roll.
You got this.
I mean, that's what fate points are for.
Oh, I'll fate point that. That's 4 degrees of failure.
Okay. Not good.
It was
Statistically, you
good
can
walk.
do-
He never
can
tried
do
running
worse.
away. Chewed on my leg
3
whole
degrees
time.
of failure.
3's not the greatest. You notice immediately he does not take well to other dogs on the street, and he almost like yanked you, as big as you are, chasing off and screaming at like other smaller dogs as you're going through this walk.
Oh no.
Now I just have the image of just people approaching Clump on the street to pet the dog. Not friendly, not friendly,
Yeah.
dog not friendly.
Dog immediately
was actually
bares
perfectly
fangs and starts
fine,
barking
but
at
like,
people.
Clump just assumed the dog wasn't friendly, so he just started screaming, and that spooked the fuck out of the dog.
Yeah, like you're the one who set them off.
Yeah.
The two of
When he
you
said not
come
friendly,
back
Clump was referring to himself.
after your walk. The two of you come back distance from each other.
How was the walk, Clump?
I do not think dog and I like each other very much.
Hofu's like just mad dogging you the whole time and giving like a
Oh,
low.
Come here, Kofu.
I tried to give it many of personal rolled low sticks. Did not want them.
It's a canid. It doesn't smoke.
The dog kind of coughs a little bit, and you see a little bit of a low stick come out.
Does it look like it's a cyber bear? They eat low sticks like it's going out of style. They can't feed it to a dog.
I will try harder next time.
I stand on a soapbox and pat your head.
So unfortunately, you didn't get the XP bonus for them, but you learn that you're not great with dogs.
Well, you live and you learn.
So
That you need to spend your next XP on rapport.
Stalenta,
Yes. Where are we now?
You have begun to make your way from this particular transit line, and then you're making your way down. And as you do so, what's your mental state right now? Because I recall things weren't going the greatest in Lentaland.
She is she's in that hyper focused state, that hyper determined state that she gets in, where like she's actually extremely focused now. There's, the constant hum of like all of her confusion and nervous energy and everything in the background, but like she is put enough together in her head that she has a plan, like a path forward that she perceives. And so she's walking down that path, and absolutely nothing will get in the way.
You have like that determination, I imagine, like even written on your face.
Yep.
There's a wide berth in the tram because of your blank nature. And at some point, sitting across from you, you see a rather elderly looking Ministorum priest who kind of just takes a seat across and has this rather polite smile. His face is a bit contorted from rejuvenate processes that seem to have wound him back, but then as he grew older, it kind of wound back again.
Right.
So he appears quite old. There is something the matter with you, isn't there?
Would he, because the just for my own sake, does he look like he would be the sort of Ministorum member, because the Ministorum runs the Schola Progeniums for the Imperium? Does he look like the sort who would recognize, because her coat has the the Schola seal and everything on the hat, on the collar, etc. Like, does he look like he would be that sort of priest, or does she not need to worry about that?
As in, like a priest who would be monitoring the students?
Monitoring, or just generally, like, is he giving any sign of recognition of her, of how she's dressed?
He does actually, because
Okay.
you notice he immediately starts looking at the little symbol on your hat.
Mhm.
You graduated some time ago, but I imagine that training still looms within you.
She kind of like tilts her head up to look at him.
I apologize. He holds out a withered hand.
She takes his hand. He's a priest, she's religious. She's faithful.
What is your name, young one?
Lenta.
But that's not your name, is it?
She kind of like, her face kind of like goes a little pale. She's like, my name is Lenta Miser. It's the name I was given at school.
But names that are given are not the same as names that you've made for yourself.
You're asking me for a name I don't remember?
It depends. Is there a name you don't remember?
Of course, they give us new names at all the progena.
A terrible shame that I served at a Schola Progenum for quite some time.
Which one?
Before my duties as a drill abbot had taken me away.
Which Schola?
In Macaria, there was... Oh, wait, no, not Macaria.
The one on Xenophon? Or
yeah, the Xenophon one, yeah.
Saint Dominica's? The girls'
Saint
school?
Dominicus. For some time.
So you knew that's where I went. So you know Drill Abbess Vintha.
That's a name, he kind of says with a bit of recognition. I have not heard in some time.
Hunter nods. She's the new arch drilled abbess there after Iraskis was arrested.
You became a drill abbess. He seems a bit proud as he kind of smiles.
Yes, a very good one.
Became a drill abbot myself after my term there. It was a long and storied history, one covered in blood, but a satisfying one.
Yeah.
Death in duty and service to the Emperor is worth such things.
It is.
It's worth the pain.
That's right. That's right. It's she kind of is like, starts like, she's like, her body is like vibrating a little bit. And she's like, that's right. It's worth it. It has to be.
You don't seem convinced.
No, I just been experiencing a lot since I've left. It's different.
Things change in time. Perspectives. The whole world itself seems to have changed in only a short amount of time.
Yeah.
The people you knew, the world you lived in, the buildings, even the food. He kind of cracks a bit of a smile.
Yeah. I don't miss the food.
It's not much to write home about. When I moved from here to Macaria, I was in awe of what they would serve.
A lot of fish at
Cope
St. Dominica's.
steaks, cloud ray flanks,
Yeah.
the way they'd sizzle them,
Somehow
to die for.
Yeah. Personally, I'm looking forward to some noodles.
It can't be the one I'm thinking of, yes?
Then she kind of like chuckles, like laughs a little bit, as she's kind of like easing into like some small memories are coming out now without that like pain as she's talking with him, and she's like, I think the locals called him the Saint of Noodles. He hated it.
Suppose we can canonize him then in Macaria.
Yeah. Sozin's Noodles. Yeah.
That place is still here after all these years.
Is he still using pipe rat? Calling it Grox?
I heard there were complaints,
Complaints.
but the man is stubborn.
Good. It's greasy, like it should be.
Adds to the flavor.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the things, the impurities that one perceives that are what give luster to the world. Would you not agree?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Why aren't you?
A lot of confusing things have happened. Things
I
that
am a priest. Perhaps I can help.
Some time ago, I had. She doesn't mention that it was drug induced, but she's like, I had a vision of myself, a real vision, like I was there, like sitting in the hand of the Emperor, and it shouldn't happen. I'm blank. I don't have. I shouldn't.
Faith can often cause the unexplainable to occur. And your faith is strong despite your nature. A secret was revealed to you in the universe itself. You should be proud to know that he thinks of you, even in the darkness of your soul.
I want to be. Ever since then, all of the programming from the Throne of Correction, all of it, everything that Iraskis took from me at the school, it's coming back. But it hurts. It's
Ease
confusing.
yourself. Find things that help ground you. Connect yourself. And if you need help, don't be afraid to ask. He gives a wide smile.
Where would I go to ask? She says, like, both specifically to him, but also broadly to the world, right?
It depends what you're looking for. Salvation, revelation,
Direction.
direction. I search for the same thing myself. Perhaps when I find it, I can share my secret.
I'd appreciate that.
He nods. Though I suppose, as the train kind of hits the next destination,
Mm-hmm.
our directions seem to have only intersected for such a small time.
Emperor willing, they'll cross again, perhaps.
The Emperor provides.
He does.
He stands up and he kind of stamps down his large beautifully,
Staff.
ornately crafted staff. It is
Right.
like this big rod. Something strange about it that you notice is it seems to be kind of carved in the shape of a mace, as if built for a much larger man than himself.
Mm.
In his hands, it's a staff, but it
Mhm.
seems almost as if it wasn't designed to be one.
Gotcha.
Kairos. He says, holding his hand out one last time.
She takes his hand again. Lenta.
Fate Weaver?
It is good to meet you.
It was good to meet you too.
And then he starts to walk out from the tram.
She just kind of like watches him go. She's teary-eyed.
To the sump line.
To the sump line.
Austin, I think you caught something.
Oh, 100%. I know that name.
You do know that name.
I've played a lot of Warhammer Fantasy battles in my time.
Also, you heard the name earlier, if you recall. Last session.
Probably. It's Barbossa's smarter than me, but Austin's an idiot.
Can you tell Barbossa then?
What? Can I make a?
Well, I guess it depends if Yuli mentions it. Never mind. No.
Oh, that's
never
fair.
Yep.
All right. So the rest of your group
If I
finally
mention it.
convenes.
If I'm in, yeah.
That's metagaming.
No, you said if Yuli mentions it, not if Lenta mentions
Oh,
it.
my bad.
Yeah.
It is true.
That's
Yeah. Yuli, just like drop that name so I can start blasting heretics.
So, the rest of you begin to convene at the tramway by the sump line here, and you see the streets of the Hab block in front of you. I imagine you found kind of like a bit of a clearing to kind of hang out in while you're waiting for the rest of your compatriots to show up. So, group is together.
Are we?
Yeah. We would have kept an eyeball out for you.
Okay, because Lenta would be beelining for the noodle shop.
And then you hear
'Cause she
like
doesn't-
Barbossa like loudly call out.
Because she,
So
yeah,
good
she
to see you,
doesn't,
Lenta.
because she
Why
doesn't
are you
have it. She
walking
wasn't
right
on the
past
call
us?
or anything. Yeah, she's like,
Yeah. We got a rumor that you were headed towards this area. There's not that many train depots.
you just like see her shoulders like tense up, and then her whole like, you know, like when someone tenses up, that raises their shoulders, they gain like an inch, but then they like lose an inch as they lose 3 inches as they like sink down with like the
Lenta,
realization. She's like,
Yuli,
ugh,
I have good news.
we're getting noodles.
That
Save the
being-
good news for food.
We got a puppy.
It's a big responsibility.
Kofu gives this loud like. "Roar, roar, roar, roar."
I'm too
Well,
hungry.
Man, I'm sure you can handle it. Let's go eat.
Yeah. I've heard about this place that we can go check out.
We're going for noodles.
Susan's Noodle. He's the patron saint of noodles. Good.
Yes, we're already going. I already know that.
How am I? I'm not a mind reader.
Even if you were, someone would stop you from being so.
Yes. So do you want to ride there, or are we walking like peasants?
We're walking.
All right, come.
We'll need better clothes.
Yeesh, who made Blunter grumpier than usual?
Oh, she's in one of her moods.
As she's
So-
walking, she like turns and like again is like walking backwards briefly. She looks at Clump. She's like, "I'm not mad at you." She points at him. "I'm never mad at you." And then
It's
she like
me. She's
turns and
always
walks.
mad
Yeah.
at me.
Yes, and then she's like walking away down the street again.
To be
that's how
fair,
you
you
can-
do antagonize her, Barbossa.
What
And
a
then
horrible
she, like,
reunion
kind of
this
waves a hand and goes to follow Lenta.
I mean, she's a very irritable person. It's very easy to irritate her. She irritates me by being in the same room.
Clump's just happy no one's mad at him.
No one. If anyone is mad at
No one
Clump,
can
we
ever be
shoot
mad
them.
at Clump.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shoot whoever gets mad at Clump. We protect Clump.
No,
So
we-
you
we
begin
like
to
Clump
to
here.
make your way through ash mixed with rainwater sloshing through the grates
Yeah,
between dangling canvas layered over the intricate pipeworks here. You begin to make your way to where you see there are several dim neon lights that hang over the ash-covered awning of an open-air diner where pots of algae noodles trail with hot steam. You can see working in this open kind of kitchen, there's an ogre with a scrunched nose and mutton chops, slicing who's slicing into rows of clayfish with this uncanny delicacy. You see he's going incredibly slowly as his big meaty arm just begins chopping through. He has this unerring precision as he's working the kitchen here, before he tosses one of them into boiling pots, where you can see this portly, bald man with a stringy mustache begins stirring them with a ladle, adding a variety of spices as he's talking to one of the guests.
As neurons connect in her memory, like this time instead of pain, like her stomach just gives like that anime, like that like, you know, cathedrals filling rumble sound, right? Where like it just overpowers everything, every other sound in the area, as she's suddenly very hungry.
You know, Lenta, I universally almost disagree with you on anything and everything.
But you agree with my
you know-
stomach?
Yes, your stomach is actually right here.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, let Kovu give you a good sniff, just so he knows your scent.
She looks at the dog. Oh, it can't smell me from here?
The dog looks hesitantly at Lenta.
I look
and
hesitantly
I
at the
believe
dog.
Your blank nature would even kind of repel the dog a little
It
bit.
does, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I looked at him,
gives this
and he looked at
low-
me, and I looked at him.
So
Hey,
what
look at me.
mechanically what I am doing is he has some really good olfactory senses, and he can store up to 20 people. So I want to make sure my dog can track down all of my colleagues.
Okay.
And Serenity, for sure. Those are who I have locked in.
He does go up to Lenta following your commands and kind of turns back looking at you like a bitch, what did you tell me to do kind of look,
Yeah.
kind of way.
I'm sorry.
I give
then
I
we
give
kind
him
of-
the same look. Like what when the dog gives him the bitch, what are you doing? Like I give Barbosa the exact same look at the same time. Neither of us are
The
happy
dog
about
has like
this.
a really quick sniff and then just darts back
Mm.
and then has a low growl as Kovu looks at Lenta.
Bad Kovu, don't growl at her.
She like nods at Kovu with like a nod that would say like, yeah, this was uncomfortable for both of us. We never have to do
Yeah.
that again.
Yes. And Yuli,
Yes.
let Kovu get a good scent.
Lenta's already
She
walking
holds
for
her
a
hand
seat.
out for the dog.
Kovu is a cyber mastiff, right? Or just a regular mastiff?
He is
More
the
massive than cyber, but yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
haven't done the full upgrades yet, but like I'm just using the basic stat line.
Yuli, how exactly do we care for the cybernetic bits of this boy here? Should we leave that to you? How do we keep him charged? Do we plug him into a wall?
We feed him, and
That makes the metal
Occasionally-
bits work.
She just kind of like narrows her eyes and like looks at Gindelwin dumbfounded at his question.
we feed him food, and occasionally, like I don't know, oil up the joints or something.
Do you know that for sure? There's only one person here who knows the sacred mechanics of the machine, and I'm afraid it's neither of
When-
us.
Gindelwin, he is a living creature. He needs food. And yes, occasionally may need his joints oiled.
I hold my head up triumphantly, being correct.
You see Kovu kind of wagging his tail as one of the patrons sitting down at a bar stool in this open air diner drops a bit of their food, and then Kobe just like approaches and just and starts just feasting on it immediately.
Much as the rest of us need food, and I suggest we get some.
So
I
here's,
concur.
here's a question, because again, Lenta wears her entire story in her clothing. Her armor was inherited from her mother. It's not the complete set, but it's what survives. And her mother, once upon a time, used to frequent this place frequently and get very drunk and rowdy. At
What was
one
your
point with
mother's name
Hamill and what? Ophelia.
What was your mother's name again?
Ophelia?
I think that's exactly who Sozin will misconstrue you before getting a second
Yes.
look.
Because she does. She looks a little.
Ophelia, you're back!
She like.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just look like someone I used to know.
She walks up to the bar and you did used to know me. I never came here with my mom, but my dad took me here. Hamill?
Hamill. Huh.
Hamill Totenstern?
Name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah. Can we get a table
sorry
for me
for
and
your loss.
my loss? Right, he
Oh.
got shot years ago. Right.
That would explain
Yes,
why
it's
we couldn't
terrible
find
business.
him.
That.
Yeah.
But hey, you see as he goes over kind of towards like one of these like kegs here, and he starts loading up a bit of incredibly low quality Amasek. This is just basically beer. And he kind of pushes that over towards you as he then also gets a drink for himself.
She kind of like leans forward and she's like, didn't you have something in a bottle, something with algae? My dad, I know he wasn't supposed to, but my dad gave me a sip once. Alginol.
Well, they tend to do that around here.
Yeah. Do you still have that?
You know, I've been kind of short on ingredients lately. He's been kind of like scratching his face, where you can see he's there's a particular spot you can kind of tell where he's got this redness around his cheek.
Yeah.
Where he kind of scratches around. We've been running into some problems lately.
Of course, right. Things seem to feel different. But can we get a table? I'm sorry for my or
Bar's open.
oh, fantastic.
Come on down, bring your friends. Big one too. We got a seat just for you.
Friends, right? Over here.
Yeah, of course we're friends.
She like looks at him at Barbosa like, huh?
I do the almost touching your shoulder thing, but I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah, she's like, this is another one of his weird lies that he tells as a cover story. Like, she sits down at a stool.
I don't know. Give your rapport people or inquiry people.
I'll just have.
What brings you all here? See, you got Ophi's old armor still here?
Yeah.
Mostly. Heard you made the best noodles planet side, and
he
I'm
does.
seeing how they compared to the noodles I had growing up.
Get the
He
the
has
long
this
ones.
Big like shit-eating grin, like as you say that. How good were they down where you came from, huh?
Oh, up where I came from.
Up where you came. Up.
All the way up.
All the way up.
Oh, yeah.
You're a voidsman, are you?
Absolutely. So, have you heard about these things called the trees? Clump was telling me about them.
Oh, I've heard many stories about trees, but the trees we got here aren't the same.
No, it's algae.
Trees we got
Yeah,
here.
I know
are
what
meant
an
to
algae is. It grows in vats, and, it's sold out to everybody. As long as you've got the ration tickets for it. If you got the extra ration tickets, you can take it to the one. That's the
Judging by
thing.
the teeth you got in your big ogre friend over here, he probably knows a lot more about trees than I do.
Never seen one before.
Linda's like looking at each of them during this conversation, like still kind of shaken from the talk with the priest, so she's like a little more emotionally open to the moment.
Like, I'll be honest here, I'm still not used to this. And I look up. That. Like, it looks like at any moment he can just fall right up into it.
You know, it's nice. It's all friends, right? Coming back together.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Um,
could drink to that.
We'll have the long
He seems a bit
noodles.
nervous when he's talking. And
No
then he
scissors.
turns and he looks behind you. Oh dear, not them again.
Is everything all right?
You hear clocking boots walking by as 3 enforcers begin to walk towards the bar. They all begin to pull up seats. One of them even, whoever's closest to Sozin, just kind of pushes
Probably
you
me.
to the side.
It's probably me since I had walked up there and initially to talk to him.
Hi
Hey.
there, Sozin. I'm not speaking to you, am I? The man turns, looking over towards you, Lenta, with that visor that kind of closes off, and you can only see the bottom, like the jaw, from the helm.
Of course.
Sozin, you know you owe us a couple extra solars from the other day. Where's that Osra wine you promised, huh? Oh, you know, it's just been running out of stuff lately. Oh, wow. You hear that? Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Sozin. He's running out of things. Well, we'll be on our way then. That's terribly tragic. They don't leave when they say that. And he just stares at it.
So one of the things with these noodles is that they're kind of like the old traditional like Chinese like long life noodles, where like a bowl is actually like 2 or 3 noodles that are extremely long, and so they're served with scissors. Are there like a cup of scissors? Are there scissors available on the bar?
Yes.
Okay. Lenta is just gonna she's just gonna pick up a pair of scissors and look at the guy. She's just like, have you ever eaten the noodles here?
Do you hide that little pair of scissors? Or are you
Oh no, she's just
showing
holding it. She's just like holding, like looking at it, like she's getting ready to eat herself or something like that.
Okay. He slowly turns over towards you. Yeah, it's the second time you interrupted this conversation.
You ever eat them without the scissors?
He looks down. What are you planning on doing with that little lady?
Oh, I was just gonna eat some noodles.
If you don't react, he reaches over to snatch your Sculoprogenum hat. Do you do anything?
The scissors are going right into his other hand.
All right,
right in.
So he
Actually-
snatches your hat like a high school bully.
Yeah.
And like, oh, God.
Actually, can we misdirect this instead? And so she's got the scissors in one hand, but then her other hand is pulling out one of her knives.
Okay.
And no, we'll go with the scissors in the hand. We'll go with the scissors in the hand.
Okay. Scissors in the hand.
She's not trying to kill the guy.
All right. So immediately after he snatches your hat, he's about to say something cocky, and the scissors go straight into the hand. This is a surprise attack. So I believe
quick.
you roll that with advantage. So go ahead and attack him. Use the statistics of a knife.
All right.
Real quick, may I? As this is happening,
Mm-hmm.
so as this is all happening, and Yuli sees him like grab Lenta's hat and kind of hold it up. Immediately, her utility mechadendrite is going to shoot over and grab that wrist.
Ooh, okay.
I rolled
So
a
you're gonna try to grab
12. I rolled a 12 on the Google Dice. And that is, with my one-handed specialization and everything, I've got four successes, or 4 success levels. Again.
4 success levels. Okay.
And
Yeah.
for a knife, that would be what? It's a knife is 6. I have my
Knife is
mono
6.
edge knives listed as
Success
doing
levels.
6 damage. On my
Ooh,
character
mono
sheet.
edge. That also pens armor, right? A little bit.
Yeah, but the scissors aren't mono edge scissors. Obviously, they're just
All right,
scissors.
gotcha. Yeah, these wouldn't be. So
Yeah.
yeah, that is. Let's see. Let's tally up the damage over here. So you said it was like 6, right? And then we add your success levels to it. So that'd be. Wow, that actually hit really fucking hard. He will take. What is that? 10?
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, that goes clean through his hand in between the carapace plate. And he fucking screams as he is holding onto his arm, which then gets twisted by the mechadendrite. You see the other ones, they pull out shock batons. We're getting into a fight.
All right. I'm reaching for my chain swords that are on my back.
And that's where we're going to end for today's session.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yippee!
I fucking hate that.
All right.
Yippee!
Okay.
Fun cliffhanger for next session.
So,
I'm sorry, I've got to
Why
read
do we
this
not
one
have
chat
yippee on
message
our
from
soundboard?
Mayu. Mayu says, "Noodle scissors, distant relative of the poop knife."
Jesus fucking Christ, Maya.
Thank you,
Oh
Mayu.
my god, Mayu.
Thank you,
All
Mario.
right, someone ban her.
No. Unfortunately, because of the ancient pacts sealed many millennia ago, I cannot ban Mayu,
Yep,
and in turn, neither can Auntie Haunty.
it's true. All right.
We love and appreciate Mayu here, even though she is a cursed being.
We love and appreciate everyone who watches.
And we
well-
do love and appreciate everybody who's watching.
Except
Especially-
for you, you know who you are. We don't love or appreciate you.
Derek
Yeah,
Stevenson, go
big
fuck
hater,
yourself.
actually.
We appreciate everyone, especially if they follow Jacob Crow at the Crow's Perch and all of his other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, one
And
last
Joe.
round of who
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no,
Jacob Crow.
Speak.
Where can people find you?
People can find me on the Crow's Perch YouTube channel, youtube.com /Crow's Perch. You can also find me on Twitch with that exact thing. It's either that or Jacob Crow or something like that, or Crow Perch. You can also find me with those exact same tags on Blueski and not Twitter, Instagram, and where I posted my Gen Con photos, and I didn't post them on Blue Sky, which maybe because you guys are all blue skiers or whatever your names are.
I'm on Twitter.
I might post some stuff there too. We'll see.
You, Twitter.
I'm on Twitter. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I check my
Hey.
Twitter notifications once a week, but I'm not like on the platform.
With
My
that all
life has
being
gotten
said,
so much better, like infinitely better and happier since I just deleted the Twitter app.
It's a
No.
horrible
Now,
horrible
friends.
cesspit.
friends,
Yeah.
family, countrymen. With that all being said, Zach, Zosh, Reeboks, where can people find you?
If you want to find me for some godforsaken reason, you can find me at Zoshbox on YouTube. If you want to follow me on Blue Sky, you can follow me at Zoshbox40K on Blue Sky. And if you want to stalk me on Tumblr, you can do so at Zoshblog.
Latula, where could people find you if they wanted to, I don't know, steal art or something? Don't steal art.
Don't
It's
steal
not
my
cool.
art.
Art
You can
thieves.
find me. I've had my art stolen before. It wasn't fun. It's happened a lot, actually. But
If you're gonna
You
be
can
an art
find
thief,
me
be a cool
on-
one. Steal from the Louvre.
But yeah. You
Yeah.
can find me on just about any social media at either Latula Sings or Latula Arts. That does include my decrepit ancient DeviantArt account that nobody should ever see. That goes back to high school, so I apologize if you do find that. It is garbage. It's full of Homestuck.
Yes, if you are a handsome, dashing, sophisticated, slightly goth-leaning art thief who is single, Latula does, I've heard, keep a number of original Gauguins and Van Goghs in her bedroom.
I've heard that from other sources.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Me
my
too.
other
Many
sources,
people
Yeah, they are in my room. I will gladly. No, I'm not gonna make that joke.
speaking of my other sources, Auntie Haunty.
Yes.
If people wanted to quote you as a source, where could they do that at?
They can find me at twitch.tv/AuntieHaunty, where I stream video games. and mostly horror and fantasy games. And then also on YouTube at youtube.com/@AuntyHaunty, where you'll find links to my other YouTube channels. And Twitter.
William,
Auntie Haunty on Twitter. Follow me there, please.
William,
Like my tweets.
as
I
a-
feel so cringe.
William, as a
It's okay, you are-
resident blue
no.
sky,
Yeah,
or blue skeeter, if you will,
I am a blue skeeter. Yeah.
if people wanted to skeet at you, where would they do that?
Ew.
Well, they would find me. First and foremost on my YouTube channel, William SRD, where I cover all sorts of tabletop games and spin-offs of tabletop games. But you'd also find me on Blue Sky at williamsrd.bluesky.social, where I post sometimes, especially since I'm growing my hair out, and like every, I don't know, week or two, I'll just like post it there for posterity to, you know, have a record so that I can see it grow and not constantly feel like it's the same length all the time. Yeah,
I am
so if you
enjoying
want to
the hair
follow that
journey.
journey,
Mhm.
thank you. It's gotten
I
better
believe you need to
recently.
Slick it back like a 50s greaser.
Oh,
no,
that'd be
that's horrible.
so
That's-
dope.
That's
Oh.
not what I'm going for. Also, my hair
I-
doesn't really do that. It's got
Oh.
too it's too wavy to go back like that.
I feel like you could
That's
definitely
called hair
pull.
gel, my friend.
You could pull
I
like an
use a
Aragorn.
lot of it just to get
Yeah.
it like this.
A pomade, perhaps.
All right. And last and certainly least, you can find me on It's Called a Lance. It's a book podcast I do with two of my friends. I think that does
It's
it.
true. That's us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's us, Will.
that
That's
is you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and also you.
What do we do now?
Yeah.
Oh, no one told us how to end a stream.
We don't even
I
know
can
what
move.
we're tuning into a
Look,
handful of
I can
nerds.
move.
Kill the stream. Kill the stream.